Hey everybody, it's the Lotto King. How are you? Welcome to our Saturday night drunk chat. Cheers, it's almost empty. I actually recorded some of this prior and I didn't like where it was going. I went off way off tangent and I just saw the thumbs downs coming, so I'm like, we better keep this. So we're just gonna start all over and get a fresh start. Just to premise this, I had some wine with lunch dinner. I found a cheap bottle of Pinot Grigio for $7.99 at the liquor store. Like, sign me up. It's award-winning too back in 2012. I forget the name of it. It was like Barefoot Winery or something, but it was actually not half bad. It doesn't take much to please me. It actually gave me a wine buzz, and then I started on the reds here, and whew, I'm feeling pretty good. Tomorrow morning is gonna be rough, but right now we're feeling pretty good. All right. So I usually have some type of topic to talk about every week. I'm not going to try to sell you a gambling system. That guy, he got full of shit. I watched that video again, my own video, and yeah, I can't believe people are buying that stuff. And I'm not going to name the guy's name because I'm not going there. But with this, like one of the YouTubers, he's selling a book about how to win the lottery. I'm kind of curious because I kind of want to see what's in that book. I mean, or maybe it's like, I don't know, strategy? I don't know what strategy is, but I'm not going to go there. And he's like being psychic now and figuring out lottery tickets, what the value is before he even scratches them off, which is mind-blowing on its own. I think he works for the government, or maybe he works for the lottery, I don't know. But yeah, did you know that your lottery dreams may endanger your future? If you're not careful, they may. There's this whole article, it's on the Tampa Bay Times. I came upon this. It's basically saying about how people, they get the buzz of the big jackpots and how it gets people in the end. Pretty much they just overspend, I think. But for some of us, it's a paltry sum, $10 or $20 a year. Those people, that's boring. Who wants to spend $10 or $20 a year? How about you say $10 or $20 a day on lottery? And a handful of people win multi-million-dollar pots. But for the millions of regular lottery players, it's a different story. It takes a while to figure this out. But using publicly available lottery and census data, I estimate very roughly that millions of adults, perhaps as many as 50 million, are swallowing net losses that average $1,000 a year. Woo! If it stops at that, I mean, am I right? Am I right, all my lottery players out there? Am I right? That's a lot of money for a lot of people, and over a lifetime, it could make the difference between a comfortable retirement. In fact, if you were to invest that money in a diversified mutual fund every year from age 20 until 65, and it returned 5% annually, you would have a nest egg of about 150 G's, which then when you retire, you can move to Florida and then scratch off tickets. These people don't take into account the impact on poorer people who truly cannot afford to forego such sums of money. And that crap about how it preys on the poor people, well, the poor people need to freaking man up and not play the freaking lottery if they can't afford it. I'm tired of them saying, ee boo-hoo with the poor people. Well, yeah, they shouldn't be playing the lottery. What the freak? You know, the lottery's out there to make the government money and stuff. But I've seen poor people play the lottery. There's one store that I have locally. You can tell it's not poor people, but you can tell people it's people that probably don't, have two nickels to rub together and they're playing the lottery. I don't got a problem with that, but don't go and tell me that they're in there, they're preying on the poor people. Oh no, I think my stuff's out of smelly stuff because I heard it just run out. I don't know if I have any in there. I gotta get myself and get me some smelly stuff. But yeah, so I read that article, and this just kind of goes back to something I talked to PA Scratch King about the other week when we went to AC. We were chatting in the car on the way down. I was just basically telling him about how, to me, when I get cash money in my hands, it's like play money. I use it for nothing else anymore except buying lottery tickets. Because I write a check, I pay my rent every month with a check, I pay my utilities with a check. Everything else in my life is handled with a credit card. I pay everything charged to a credit card. I pay it off at the end of the month. I'm responsible. I use my credit cards responsibly. It's all good. But now, and this was not always, it was almost always like that. But before I really started getting into the lottery, before I got my butt whooped back in 2013 at the end of the beginning of my Lotto King channel. I just couldn't win nothing. It left a sour taste in my mouth, and I played lottery here and there, but not a lot, and because I knew that the odds were stacked against me. But then when I got back into it and I started winning 500, 1,000 here, it's obviously piqued my interest, and it just gave me a different mindset that if I get cash in my hands, yes, the cash can be taken to the bank and put into the bank and turn into what I'm calling just like a number. Money itself anymore, it's a number. That's all it is. It's a number. You can file for bankruptcy and they'll just get rid of your numbers. It's a concept to wrap your head around, but yeah, money is just a number. That's all it is. But if you have a lot of numbers, you can do a lot of things. But basically, so I just been noticing in my life, like since I really got back into the lottery, that money itself is just, it's play money. I just buy lottery tickets with it. And like, what else am I going to do with it? Yeah, sometimes, like today, I bought dinner with money I made earlier, but usually I'll just swipe it to my credit card. I'll pay it off later. I mean, and I will, but it's just kind of, it's just changed my mind. The lottery in general has changed my mindset, and I think the lottery has it programmed like that. They don't want me to, I mean, because they make it so easy, I'm thankful that I don't have a debit card in my life. I don't have a credit card because I had a debit card, but I had some fraudulent charges and yada, yada, yada. That's a whole nother story. Did I ever tell you about that? No, I didn't. What was it? It was shameless hookups. Someone used my credit card, and I'm not kidding you. They got me a membership to shamelesshookups.com. So I fought the charge, and then I got me and a nice rep from Bank of America. We called some little Asian woman overseas, and I'm fairly certain she was Asian. Just we could barely understand her. I think she might have been Chinese. And we could barely understand her, and then I told her that no. I tried to make a funny joke too. What was it? Like, if I wanted a shameless hookups, I wouldn't be using this website. And the Bank of America lady kind of chuckled, but in the end, we got it figured out. But anywho, they got rid of my debit card, and that was that. But I'm glad I don't have a debit card, is what I'm saying, is because when I go and use it to go to the grocery store, I can buy my milk, but then I can get some cash back, which then it just turns into play money. Like, it's no longer a number, it's play money. And yeah, I don't know. My mindset's different now. I kind of wish I was not more responsible, because when we buy lottery tickets and we go gambling, it's entertainment. It is entertainment, and that's what that's all it is. I mean, if you can afford to do it, it's fine. There's not a problem with it, but I mean, me, myself, I contribute weekly to a 401k retirement plan. It's not where I wanted it to be, because I actually, back in '08, I work in new home construction, and when the economy tanked, my job tanked, and, my company, they pulled back, they stopped contributing my 401k. So I stopped contributing my 401k, which I never should have did, and then finally here a few years back, I decided, I'm like, well, they're still not contributing, but I need to put money in it, so to kind of do the right thing. So, I do that. I pay my bills every month, but as part of me just wishes that I would not have that mindset as much, that I'd actually take, if I win anything over $100, I'll take it to the bank and throw it in the bank, absolutely. But anything less than that, it's like, I could just buy some more tickets, and I kind of wish I didn't have that mindset as much. But I say that, but I like to play just as much as the next guy, so it's probably not going to happen. But I mean, I guess if it ever got to my life where I was strapped down, where I needed that money to become numbers in my bank account, I would do it. But yeah, so the lottery is evil, and it's changed my mindset. It makes me do evil things. That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. So yeah, so I saw that article, and it made me think of that. So I don't know about you, but I don't deal with a lot of cash, and when I do, it's just for lottery. So, which is why every week when I go to the bank, I don't usually take a lot of cash out. I take enough to buy 40 bucks in tickets. That's it, because everything else I can swipe, and and I get rewards from that. I have I pretty much use my American Express wherever I can, and once you spend, I think it's $7,500, you get $100 back, and it's in travel credits, which I travel enough that I have something that I can utilize. But yeah, so it is good. That's what's up. Cheers. See, I'm almost finally out of red strawberry ale. Remember, I told you I got the Pinot Grigio. I think I told you. I got the Pinot Grigio. I had like a $7.99 bottle. I drank half of that before this, so tomorrow's gonna hurt. But so there's that. We're almost to 1,000 subs. We're getting there. It's pushing along. I have got some new subs lately, so welcome to this madness. And once we reach 1,000, we will be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Tell your friends. It's gonna be a good time. But anywho, yeah, next weekend I'm going away. I'm going to the Midwest, so I hope to get some Illinois and Indiana tickets. Most likely, I'll be teeter-tottered between the two states, but I'm gonna have my videos scheduled and done. I'm kind of holding off because we have new tickets coming out this week on Tuesday. Possible, hopefully I can get my hands on them on Monday, but I want to kind of do all my videos and then get them scheduled out for those days that I'm not going to be here. So this channel will run itself. Okie dokie. That's all I got to talk about. And I still got that guy who thumbs down to my videos, so go ahead, it's okay, you can thumbs down me. And sometimes I get multiple, so I don't know if there's multiple accounts or just like, this guy sucks. I guess I have a good life, and I just don't look at it like, I did thumbs down one person's video, I did. That person is no longer with us on YouTube, but I did thumbs down one time, because they deserved it. But I don't understand. I don't care why, and I apparently do care because I talk about it all the time. But there needs to be like a psychology study done on YouTube to figure people out. Or I think someone said it's like foreigners or something, and it's a bot that just thumbs down. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. So, yeah. Just make sure you're saving for the future and not blowing all your money on the lottery. That's what I have to say. That's what the Lotto King says. I am the king, but I'm also a responsible king. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in like 2 weeks probably again, because I'm going away next weekend. I will be doing a little gambling, so maybe we'll get some vids in Messina, and hopefully I don't get caught. And they tell me, no sir, stop filming, which happens. Yepers. Alright, until next time. I see you in like 2 weeks.
One woman, she wanted to make me somebody who I'm not. I have a call coming in. Bye-bye.